Hello and welcome. My name is Kristen Corbacero. I'm the managing editor for the Heartland Car Wash Association. On the phone with me today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Danny Giefer. He is the car wash owner and operator of Mr. G's Car Washes in Emporia, Kansas. Mr. Giefer is a member of the Heartland Car Wash Association and also the mayor of Emporia. The reason that I have Mr. Giefer on the phone today is the Emporia Chamber and Visitors Bureau has named Mr. G's Car Washes as the 2020 Business of the Year. So congratulations, Mr. Giefer. That is a big win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, can you tell me, what does winning this distinction mean to your car wash business?
It's mainly just a recognition of we work every day and do what we think is the right thing to do to get our business going, and and uh, and then surprisingly somebody recognizes for doing a good job. So I don't think it means that we're going to do anything different than we did before, and so we'll just keep on plugging away. But it is quite an honor when I look back at in our town the businesses that were recognized previously.
Awesome. Now, for those of us who don't know you and don't know your car wash operations, can you tell me how many locations you have, and can you briefly describe each location?
Okay, I have three locations. The first location I bought was about 35 years ago. It was a self-service car wash, was fairly run down. We took time and renovated it, got it up to standards, started, at that time it was just soap, rinse, and off. So we did that. We continued to upgrade, with the spot freeze, the foamy brush, tire cleans, and all that goes along with self-service. And then we put an in-bay automatic in one of the bays, took the self-service out, put an in-bay automatic in. And that was really what, it took us to another level. I mean, we were able to expand our customer base and also up the revenues. So we did the same thing. I bought another car wash about 5 years later, renovated it, brought it up to standards. It was in another part of town here. All my car washes are in Emporia, Kansas. So we did pretty much the same thing, and then later put an in-bay automatic in it. And then about 12 years ago, I bought the third wash, and I just really did the same thing.
Okay.
Brought it up to standards and put an in-bay automatic in. And about, from going to all the shows and going around the country, I could see, I think it's important to look, keep an eye on what the trends are, what everybody else is doing that's successful. And I seen the express washes were really coming into their own, and really kind of scary because they were building right on the top of a lot of the other washes. And then, so I started the process of looking into it probably 5 or 6 years ago. And since then, I purchased the land about 2.5 years ago, built a new Tommy wash here in Emporia.
Okay.
With a $5 million facility. And then in the process, I sold the second car wash that I had owned. So now I've got the original one, the last one I bought, and then this express wash, which has been in operation about 7 months now.
Wow, that's great. That's awesome. Now, at the end of the day, to what do you owe your success?
I think customer service is always number one. But I think you really have to be looking out, not only with this express wash, a lot of the ideas that I put in, we were in this town, I was the first, Mr. G's was the first one to put in spot free rinse. We're the first one to put in foamy brush. We were the first one to put tire cleaner in. Credit cards come into itself about 10 years ago. We were the first one to do that, but it was all from looking out at successes, and a lot of it is I love to go to car wash shows, and that's where I hooked up with Heartland Car Wash Association back many years ago, and whether it's chemicals or equipment, it's a good place to network and get ideas. And then also maybe some issues you've had with some of your equipment. It was a good idea to go and, a lot of people say, well, this is not the right thing to do, but maybe doing this. And so most of my ideas coming from, but I guess I made it a little longer than it should, but it was really looking out at what's new in the future and not getting left behind.
Absolutely. Now, will you be attending our show in October?
Hopefully, I'll be. I'm saying yes for sure right now.
Awesome.
So,
great.
definitely.
That's good to hear.
I hate to miss this one.
Absolutely. Now, my final question, Mr. Giefer, for you today is, what advice would you offer to new car wash owners and operators to be successful in their business?
Well, I guess the first thing to have a passion for it. Not everybody is suited to be a car wash owner. It takes a little mechanical and electrical, and also being willing to not only, it's not a warm weather job. A lot of times you're out in a cold environment. So, and then also just it's I like it because it's a family business. I can take my family and do that, and I guess just being willing to look at changes, not getting into something that you're going to get it's not something that you just buy 1 year and get rid of it. It's something that's a long-term commitment. So.
Awesome. Agreed. And I like to take my family to the car wash as often as possible.
I like them all too.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Mr. Giefer. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. I know that you are a very busy man. I will let you get back to your day. And thank you all, our listeners out there, for joining us at our interview today. Feel free to reach out to me, Kristen Corbacero, Managing Editor at the Heartland Car Wash Association, at any time at heartlandcarwash.org.